Hello. Oh, hello everyone. How are you doing? Well, this is amazing. I decided to do a Google Hangout thing. Yeah, exactly. So I'm doing a Google Hangout. I'm live on FSS. I feel actually, let me just. I don't even know if I'm live. Oh, apparently I am live. Richard Gonda. Oh shit. Hang on. Whoops. It was a disaster. I'm never going to do that again. That was an absolute disaster. I tried to click on something. Now, apparently the chat doesn't work, so I need to actually have YouTube up on the right-hand side to really see what you guys are chatting about. Somehow we have a viewer, which is that's already a milestone, and I'm trying to resize this. You can tell I'm a complete amateur and noob at this, because I've literally, I don't even know how to say how many viewers I have. I mean, how bad is that? Okay. So, apparently, we have no viewers, but I know we have got one viewer because it says, or because he's commenting. Which, to be fair, I know relatively well in the F1 community. However, it's not F1, it's FSX. This is Sim 777 Boeing. This is actually the 200. It's the LR. It's LR standing for the long range. Although we're doing quite a short flight today. And LR doesn't actually stand for long range. It stands for, it means it doesn't have these cool wing tips at the end. You have a WL, which have winglets. That's it. Anyway, we're in the what's the majiggy? The LR, not the WL. I have a flight plan. That's a flight plan itself. It's on PFPX. So yes. Let's get into this aircraft. We're actually currently we're at Copenhagen in Denmark. Hopefully you guys can hear the game volume. Hang on, whoops. Oh, hang on. That's my weird EasyDock camera settings. I was doing some... Right, so here we are. We're in Copenhagen. As you can see, the scenery has not loaded because we just switched to another part of the world, so it went a bit spastic. But that'll load in just a minute, I hope. Richard, do you know if you can hear game audio? You should be able to hear some sort of loud badass jet noises. Let's quickly update the weather. We're using real... Oh, no. Hang on. We don't need to update the weather. We just need to update the time. If we go to time session, here we go. Click reset. But, of course, we're not actually in this, so we need to go up by an hour. There we go. Local time. There we go. If we hit GMT, it should A, load us real time, and B, it'll load us some shiz. It'll load us. What will load us? It'll load us our terrain. So, I mean, I've never done a Google Hangout before, so I don't know. Oh, fuck. My flight simulator NAS is not responding. Hopefully it will respond in a minute. This will be a disaster if this doesn't work. I mean, you can probably tell that I haven't streamed before. Hopefully you guys don't get too much background noise, otherwise that would probably be quite annoying. We may have to relaunch FSX. I said that very slowly, very cautiously. Right, Flight Sim has officially crashed, which is fine. We can deal with that. Close that. Right. I'm not actually sure how to view chat. There's a thing on the Google Hangout thing, and it says a group chat. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure how to get it to work, and I don't know why FSX isn't. Oh, there we go. I can just end the process. Unfortunately, when you put a million add-ons onto FSX, it can sometimes crash. I mean, I don't even need to tell you guys. I'm not even going to tell you guys how much I've spent on this game, but fuck me. Like, I mean, the plane itself, that's 50 quid. And then you have all the cool effects. I've got Rex, Orbex, all that sort of good stuff. A ton of UK 2000 scenery, which I'm not actually using today, so I'm not using UK 2000 to its effect. So I do apologise for now. I'm just going to put back in 5. There you go. So right then, let's just relaunch this then. Flight Sim Commander. Why is Flight Sim F? Oh right, good. FSX is now unloaded, if you like. Apparently, 2 people are watching. That's amazing. Oh, I can just do that. Oops. Okay, right. Let's just click fly now. Hopefully, you guys will see FSX pop up in just a second. No, I may have to actually set the screen again. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll just do it so it shows you my desktop, make it a bit easier for everyone. I'll try and get some cool game effect, but oh well. Right then. Right, so at the moment you guys can probably see nothing. Right, here we go. So what am I doing? It's full screen 1 or 2. Here we go. This one here. Okay, so now you guys can see my FSX. So this is FSX. It's a Steam edition. I'm using Rex. There's this tool here. I'm using that to provide the weather and be a beautiful FSX. I've got an invite. I will accept that. Oh, I've got 2 invites. I'm guessing Richard is Richard Gonda, so I'll accept you, yeah. I'm not going to lie, I really dislike Nib. So I'm not going to accept him. But there you go, Richard. I've accepted you. You're on F1 2014, of course you are. Yeah, Flight Sim normally takes quite a while to load. I mean, this is definitely what I would call the perfect start to a video. Not. Oh, okay. Hang on. I think I have some... oh, there you go. I can just load that up. Right then. Still loading. He'll load in a minute, guys. Don't worry. I should have made sure everything was working first. Actually, first of all, I tell you what, I'm going to show you guys PFPX. It's what I've used to plan this route. Rather than boring you with this, so if I do that, if I go to second screen, start screen share, wrong screen. I'm so bad at this. Okay, right. Full screen number 2, 1, 2, 2. I don't know. Oh, right, it's this one here. Okay, cool. Right then. Here we go. So this is PFPX. I've got 2 screens. That means switching screens can be annoying. So hopefully you guys can see this. I'm just going to stick Google. Yeah, you guys can see it. Good. Right, so this is where we're going from and to. So we're down here. Luckily, I can move it. So this is where we are. We're in Copenhagen. The code for that is Echo Kilo Charlie Hotel. So that is the code for Copenhagen. We're going to take a fairly westerly departure, and we're going to keep on going sort of northwest for a little bit, and then we're going to go virtually north, and that's going to start our descent. And we're going to be flying at 25,000 feet today, so flight level 250. And then we sort of start to make our descent to the airport around about here as FSX is loaded. So I'm just going to load up the relevant stuff. You guys don't necessarily need to see that. You should still be able to see the PFPX screen. I'm just going to put the flight plan here. Here you go. You guys can see some interesting information as I select on FSX. So as I'm sure you've already seen by the loading screen, it's the Steam edition of FSX. I've been playing it for what? I got the wrong mode section. I've been playing FSX for about 3 or 4 years, so quite a while. About the same time as I started with F1 2010. Of course, I had the Championship edition, which was 2006, I believe. It was called F1. It was actually called F1 2006, I think. Or at least it was when I got it again for PS3. And of course, Codemasters took over. So now I'm just loading the weather. I'm now going to load the location, which is Echo Kilo. So Echo Kilo Charlie Hotel. So this is actually there's actually 2 airports in Copenhagen. I just want to say Copenhagen or something like that, because you can. I don't know. It just seems like you should say it differently. Anyway, Copenhagen. There are actually 2 airports. You've got the big one, which is the one we're at now. About 23 million passengers coming out of that airport per year. So it's a pretty busy airport. Not as busy as the likes of Heathrow or Gatwick, which shift about 50 to 72. Of course, Heathrow being 72 and Gatwick being 50 million, of course, not 1,000. So let's run through the flight plan. So then we've actually got Star here. Star, for any of you who don't know, and I've completely forgot what it is. It's not standard issue departure. It is stand arrival. A star basically means how we arrive to the airport. Just by what we're doing, we'll be landing on possibly runway 10. I'm not entirely sure. I don't actually know the airports. I'm not sure, but the reason I'm saying that we're either running on 9 or 10 is because if you think that's north, that would be runway 36 if the airport was facing this way. And then it would be 90 or whatever. Then you'd have 18, and you would have from this direction 27 or something. So that's how you know what way you're landing at. I believe actually probably says, may actually say in the flight plan schedule. No, it does say, here's our 0 fuel weights, which we're going to plug into the sim. Let's just change to the sim now on Google. Trust me, we won't crash again. The reason we crashed the first time. So, present to everyone. Okay, well, I'm not sure if I need to press that. I click screen 1, screen 2, screen, hang on. Screen 2, there we go. There you go. And present. Yeah, by the way, guys, I haven't really got the chat. Yeah, I know, the loading is ridiculous, Richard, you're right. Right, we're now in the sim, you'll be pleased to know. Yeah, Richard, my FSX game alone is about 80 gigabytes. It is a massive game. So it takes up almost 10% of my hard drive, which is pretty incredible. We won't have too much lag. We will have a little bit on the ground. Anyway, Rex, you might be wondering, I sort of showed it to you earlier on. So Rex provides these really cool oil textures. It's also a good weather engine. Oh yes, the reason it crashes because we tried to load the scenery. Anyway, as you can see, the scenery is loaded, and well, there's not much to say about the scenery apart from it's snowy. Actually, you can see as we... Oops, wrong bit. Oh, fuck. Have I just messed up? No, I haven't, thank God. You can see this awesome effect here. And I think this is actually default FSX. And if it is, that's pretty cool. Anyway, let's get into the plane, which I'm sure that's a thing you all want to do. Reason it's like this at the moment, it'll change in just a second, is because to reduce FPS, you only have the cockpit loaded. To increase your FPS, it only ever has a cockpit loaded when you're inside the cockpit, which is why you have a really strange black effect. It'll change in just a second. It's being really bad today. I swear it's not normally this bad. Also, to be fair, normally I'm not in these payware planes, if you like. Now, I'm not sure why this isn't loading as I want it to load. I'm just going to quickly flip the cameras. I apologize. It's like, I swear, the first time streaming is an absolute disaster. As soon as we sort of get going, it'll be fine. It's just the actual pretty cool effects, though. I absolutely love this. Like, come on, hopefully it's loaded now. Come on. Right, this is ridiculous. This really is stupid. So you can see if I just go out of the cockpit, it's not going to make any difference. You see, it only has a cockpit loaded, not the plane. But that has its upside. Let's just pop up EasyDock quickly. So you can see these are my various things. I'm actually releasing a movie, basically, which I made earlier on today, and I'm not sure why this is being gay. This is absolutely ridiculous. We're 23 minutes into the stream. It's lagging like a bitch. The plane isn't loading. It's an absolute disaster to human life. I'm not sure whether to reload the sim or something. Right. It's not loading, is it? Right. Go to airport. Right. Let's just quickly choose a different stand. Right. Copenhagen. It's completely broken now. Like, actually broken. Literally, it is fucking broken. Right then. Right, this is stupid. No, I don't know why it's doing this. I'm going to stop the stream, guys, and I will be back at past. 5 minutes, I will be back and working. Oh, to be fair, it is loading now. So I'm just going to leave it, and hopefully we may actually start on a runaway, in which case, yeah, that'll be fine. We can start on the runaway. Unless you guys put in the comments that you actually want to start in a stand, and then we can do the pushback procedure, and that means we can get on and we can taxi to the runway. It's completely your choice. So just put in the comments what you want me to do. Hopefully you guys can hear me. So guys, I'm not sure how many people there are. Okay, right, the planes are loaded. I've got better FPS, so let's not mess up now. Right, okay, so how do we set up an aircraft? Looks complicated. It's actually pretty easy. First of all, we're going to go to our index. We're going to click the menu button here, and we're going to change the setup from, no, it's already in pounds. The reason I'm using pounds, not kilos, which is a more normal way. Everyone should be forced to use kilograms, apart from the Americans who think they can do different. How dare they? No, I like the Americans, but they do need to get into the 21st century. Right then, let's just go to our autopilot, and we're going to go into this panel here. Now, this panel is super easy. Basically, we're going to click this button here. It'll go green. Then we click fuel. That means this menu down here tells us how much fuel. Now, I happen to know for this journey, you go to what are we doing? We are going to time and session. No. Go to airport. No. What am I trying to do? Add more fuel, of course. So here we go. Fuel and payload. Click on fuel. Now I happen to know about 12% of these thingies. What are they called? 12% of the thing is about £7,000, and we want to get 31, I believe. Maybe let me just double check that. No, yes, we want about £31,000, and so that's why we're using pounds. That's there you go. Click that there, and there you go. We've got 36. That's just enough to get us. We don't want to be miles overweight. There's no point carrying like 90% extra fuel because we just don't need it. You'll see these numbers here also change. So that's changed to 36. That's 36,300 pounds of fuel. And let's set up the aircraft. Right. But our perfect our position is, you can tell with the ER. I think I've been saying LR, but no, we are the ER. So we're in further smaller flights. It's telling us our position and our time. Our current time is 12:21, but it actually isn't, but oh well. So we're going to click this one here. That's launched up. Now I've already made route. I don't need to put anything in. And then I just we are actually is of course BAW, British Airways. We're 1962, not 196. Whoops. Hang on, there you go. Just press it clear and we can carry on from where we left off, hopefully. Okay, 1962. And then we put that into there. The flight number matter, because at the end of the day, we're not using ATC or anything. If we were on VATSIM or IVAO, we would put that in, and it would be a bit more. Now, this is where a lot of people think it's a little bit more tricky. It really isn't, especially if you have a flight plan type thing. Now, our reserves today pretty much is a basic number. You put 5 or 6 as a reserves. We're actually going to do this a little bit more cleverly, and it's actually 2.5. That is our reserves. That's fine. I've just got an error. It doesn't matter. It's not on this, so it's fine. So that's our reserves. Our cruising altitude is flight level 250, which is probably about 280 when we're actually done. It's kind of complicated to explain. Our cost index, British Airways actually use a cost index of 26. The cost index it tells you how efficient the aircraft is. So if you didn't care about fuel, you would have a cost index 100 or 99. Actually, you wouldn't put. I don't think you should. No, you wouldn't put 100, and you'd put 99 in. British Airways Virtual is who I fly with on FSX. They use a cost index of 26 because that's what they do. It's actually sponsored by British Airways. We're not going to, yes, we are going to dereg the engines. It is going to be, I have a weather report, so let me just bring that up quickly. You can probably hear me flipping through the flight plan. I was to print off my flight plan to get it. So at flight level 250, or 280, sorry. Go 41 degrees. I think, yeah, 41 degrees, which is cool. Actually, we're going to have quite a strong wind, which will be cool, I guess. N1, no, we don't. What did I say? I think I said 40 to 9. 41, yes, that's it. That's at 280, is it? Yes. Oh, no, if we put 641, that'll be an absolute disaster. You have a moment on the ground, you just get bad FPS, or at least in a highly detailed aircraft. It's not as bad as PMDG, at least. Let's take off. We're actually going to use 10, not 5. It's a relatively short runway. Invalid entry. Are you joking? I should put 5 in. That's fine. Okay, our center of gravity is... Ooh. I'm not sure if I've got that. If not, I'm just going to put a figure I know should be roughly correct. Okay, well... that's fine. Our center of gravity is going to be about 23%, so I think we can actually just do that. Oh, right, no, we can't. 23. Just pop that in there like so. And we can request, it's telling us our ground weight. That's how heavy we are in pounds. We've got our V-speeds, and wow, we've got really low V-speeds today. Of course, the aircraft is ultralight. V-speeds, if you don't know what they are, our V1 is a point of no return, so as soon as we hit 112 knots, we cannot stop. We have to attempt to take off. Our V rotation is when we rotate, and our V2, if I'm honest, I don't really know what V2 is, or what it does, but I just know that you have it. We're going to click our legs and check for route discontinuities. Going to request for wind data. Oh, here we go. Right, really? I'm not going to put all the wind in. We could do, but I can't be bothered. It tells us how much fuel we're going to have at our various waypoints. And we should have... Oh, is that where we're going to? Oh, it says we've got... Oh, of course, at the moment we're standing still, so we're not using any fuel, or we're not really using any fuel. Right then, so if we go onto our legs, it tells us our various flight levels. We are... Oh, hang on. Let's just go to our VNav menu quickly. So, flight level 250, transition is actually 5,000. Transition altitude in most Europe have a transition of 3,000, 5,000. In the UK, it's normally 6,000. In Amsterdam or in Netherlands, it's normally 3,000. Then in Denmark, it's 5,000. That's our climb. Our speed for our descents. It's actually quite good, actually. That's fine. Does that do anything? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's it. Right, oh, something strange happened. Right, here you can actually see the weather. So all this information here is the weather. You can see the runway behind us. It doesn't really matter. Let's just quickly set up the aircraft. Wow. Oh my god! I forgot to put the parking brake on. If we're going to take off runway 30, I just... Oh my god, why does this have to happen when it's live? It never happens in recordings. Soon as you put a camera on it, it's a disaster. Well, it won't take long to load now. Also, we won't need to re-input our flight plan. You'll be pleased to know. So let's just stick the parking brake on so our plane doesn't go retarded. Right, so our altitude, we're just going to set this to 1,000 and we're going to put it up to 25,000. Going to put our speed on 170. Oh, 40, yeah, 170. ISI is indicated airspeed, whereas Mach is like how you are in the comparison to the speed of sound. I chose this airport because I thought it wasn't going to be very laggy, but it's turned out to be the laggiest airport in the world. I did fly in a default aircraft at some points, but it'll have I'll have a load of cool add-ons to make it look relatively realistic. Our vertical speed, we don't actually really need to worry about that because we're using VNav and LNav, of course. Auto throttle, we've got a flight director on. Yeah. Good. Right then, let's set our flaps for takeoff. We look down, move it to this position here. If I just bring up this window here, you'll see it goes to 5 degrees. So you can just see this is just some basic info. FF, I think it's the amount of fuel you have left, FF. But I'm not sure why it says 5.8 because that seems like a rather strange figure. Anyway, we are going to go now. So let's take off. Let's move the camera down a little bit. I feel like I'm a little bit too high. You'll probably hear a beeping noise now, which is actually EasyDock. In fact, EasyDock is what I use for my cameras. And we're going to put the engines on to about 60-ish%. We're going to let it stabilize, which it has done on 50, sorry, not 60. And then we're going to start the takeoff. See how laggy it is. We must be getting like 5 FPS or something stupid like that. I'm going to go to full throttle. There we go. That's a bit better. Much better camera view. We're just going to move slightly over to the right. Ooh, put the landing gear up a little bit early. Turns out our fuel is critically low. It actually isn't that bad. So now if we go to our autopilot panel, so laggy, man. I'm not used to this much lag on FSX. Click LNav. Hit VNav as well. It'll automatically do our airspeed and stuff to 240, which is good. Our flaps can actually come up now. It's going to release the first stage of flaps. Now the second stage of flaps. I actually made a slight mistake, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. Just going to put it on to 12,000 feet. You can see these beautiful cloud textures though, look amazing. Let's attempt to go outside of the aeroplane. So yeah, again, it will bring this sort of horrible sort of texture glitch and stuff as it loads the outside. Shouldn't last too long. Absolutely fantastic. So when you'll see a movie I'm releasing. Like I said, I'm releasing like quite a cool movie later on today, which I filmed yesterday, and it's just a little bit of fun, really. And yeah, so I'm releasing that, and has some really cool camera shots and stuff. I'm also using the default Boeing, so just a 737. You can see how cool it is going through the clouds. You can see. I hope you guys can see it in as much detail as I can. But you can see the awesome effects as we go through the clouds. It kind of all folds into the plane. It looks fantastic. Our altimeter is setting correctly, which is fine. We're just going to hit B, and it's going to set our altimeter. I'm just going to check the actual aircraft now, though, just to check that we are going roughly the right direction, which we are. It would be a disaster if we weren't. Already at 9,000 feet, this 777 climbs so fast. It's next level speed. It really is good. Our FPS is increasing a little bit now, which is good. We get up to about really see that many clouds and stuff. I normally fly with default planes because FPS is so much. I did not put 50 fat. Hang on. It does not want me to go to... Fuck off. Like, legitimately. I don't know why it did that. We're gonna go to 28,000. Pretty good heading so far. Let's just zoom out on our map very slowly. So you can see the flight plan which we inputted. So it's got exactly the waypoints as you saw on Professional Flight Planner X. It's a good application. It is unfortunately payware, as pretty much everything in FSX is, but it is an extreme. And we can actually put some other information, some other useful information on. So we click this one here. Let's have a look. Oh, doors. We don't really need to know what's open or not. Oh, cool. I've never. It says our fuel is critically low. If I load up this, you can see it really isn't that critically low. Oh, cool. I never knew. I don't know actually how to use this, so I've never used that. I'm not sure how to use that. Oh, of course, and you've got your checklists and stuff. All very cool. Oh, cool. Maybe that's how you do cold and darks and stuff. Probably is. I have to. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I don't know that much about this plane, to be completely honest with you. I know quite a small amount. I know the basics. Like, I'm much better with the 737. I know that plane pretty much inside out. There's information to do with weights and stuff. Yeah, it's all pretty cool stuff. All right, let's go down to the flight plan. Right, you can see what it's telling us to do here. That's pretty much, normally it would come up with some slightly different figures. We are going to have an approacher actually, which, oh cool, right, we can, oh no, we can't, doesn't matter. No, I think it was it on VNav, which I had my fuel. Oh, where was it? So, right, hopefully it will give us a bit more of an accurate. Fuel's still going down because we're still climbing and stuff. So it's still going down. So, well, it's went down from 24 to 19. It will go down. We should have about £1,000 left. I don't know, Richard. I don't know why you're only viewer. To be fair, it is like 1 o'clock, so I'm not sure if you have a day of school or college or whatever. Most people will be at work. Work and school. I just felt like setting up a live stream just to see how it runs, basically. Actually, let me launch DxTory so we can get a bit more of it. I just want to see how much, what my FPS is. You can see it is like 1 FPS. Yeah, that's awful. No, 5. Actually, I know. I'm just going to reduce some settings quickly, and it will improve our FPS. You can see here's my settings here. So let's put it on mid, no, like that. Just relaunch it. We should get about double the FPS or something, and a bit better. Apparently, there's 2 viewers. Yeah, I know. It's rubbish. No, we won't get 1 FPS. Normally, Richard, on this aircraft is so detailed. Like every single piece of the aircraft has to be a 3D model. So it's not like F1, what you can run at like, I don't know what you run it at, but I normally run it at like 50 or something. That's a bit better FPS. You can actually open the window. It's pretty cool. So they're now running sort of closer to 10. I'm not sure if you guys can actually see. You probably can see. Where's my Google Hangout thing? But I can't see if you can see because I've got some retarded thing. What comes up? I can't actually see if. Hopefully, you guys can see it. Let's zoom out a touch. Don't want to zoom out too much, otherwise you'll get a fisheye effect. So we've got to our cruising speed, or it's just going down to our cruising speed. So we hit 25,000. It's going to level us off now, just for a little bit. It's doing it all automatically, by the way, so I'm not actually interfering with it at all. Flight level 250, as you can see here. Oh, hang on. Okay, that's fine. Let's hit VNav again. Step 2. We're going to go to 2. What am I doing? We're going to step 2 FL. What is it? 280. Yeah, 280. Just gonna put that in there if it loads, which it isn't, and unbelievably. Oh, there you go. Oh, wrong section. 280. So yeah, mistakes will be made because I don't have that much experience with this aircraft. So now you'll see it will start to climb up again, which it is. Actually, how fast is this plane actually climbing? 1,800. Oh, geez, no, it's climbing very fast. You can see how fast it's climbing. That's 3,000. That is quick. 1,800 is the normal figure. You'll probably see it go to about that fairly soon. So we've got. I don't know why it says we've got low fuel because we really haven't. We've got plenty of fuel. Making our first right turn, and this very much puts us in sort of a northerly direction. So let me just have a look. I'll give you guys some weather information. Actually, I've got Flight Sim Commander up. I can just connect that to FSX. That's actually pretty accurate. That's good. So at the moment, we are at flight level 280. We are also, let's just quickly set our altimeter and QNH. Wind is at 255, so 255 degrees at 47 knots. It's very strong. So if the wind is sort of coming towards us from this direction here, so we've actually got a very strong wind. It should be fun. I'm actually using my phone to stream this. I wouldn't use my normal internet because my normal internet is absolutely awful. It really is bad. Next time I'll probably also stream with a default aircraft, so superior frame rate. Right then. So our flight plan. go down so I can see some more information. I should go to the outside of the aircraft. Get pretty good FPS out here. Unbelievable. Not really surprising. It's not got that much to load, to be fair. Really nice aircraft. Really well modelled. You see the wing flex here is pretty awesome. Just leave on that shot for a while. So the actual distance is 500 nautical miles. It shouldn't take us too long, actually. So let's just go back into the airplane because I want to quickly check a waypoint, which we should have plugged in. I am looking for RB Rambo is what I'm looking for. Got Regma, no, okay. RBU. So this is the top of our descent. So this is where we start to go down. And then we will descend to flight level. We will roughly descend to flight level 50. About flight level 2000. We will start to descend down to. So I am going to use an ILS. It's a slightly different approach because it has no radio frequencies. It does have radios, but if I can get to the right menu, and it has these ones here. So it only has the comm radios. It doesn't actually have like VO. You wouldn't be able to do VOR in this plane, which is a first actually, because in pretty much all planes you can do VOR. Of course, if you wanted to do VOR, you'd actually just put the VOR frequency into this, the CDU or the FMC or whatever you like to call it. But yeah. Also, if I go to VNAV, we can see how long it's going to take and stuff. So it's telling us that we should arrive at 1:46, which is about 1 hour. Yeah, that's pretty much all it says. And it also says how much fuel we're going to be carrying as well. Has a step climb, but we're not doing a step climb, so we don't need to worry about that. Oops. Wrong view. Just go to this outside one again. Even if at the moment there's like, it's actually a pretty cool flight because we should see some nice mountains at some point. Oh, maybe these are them here. It hasn't actually loaded the outside of the plane yet. You can see one airport here. Oh, right, no, sorry. Okay, right. This thing here, no, that's not actually the date. That's the time we're arriving. So we're going to be arriving at 1:43, 1343 hours. No, that's yes. So that's yeah, that's telling us our time. Everything's done. That little Z is oh fudge, what's it called? Zulu time. It's like it's a time they all use in aviation. I'm not sure why it's got this annoying bug again. I never have this bug. It's normally fine. Hopefully it will load up at some point because... Oh, we got some... It's got real weather, so it's updating in like real time. You can see the clouds are moving as well, which is pretty cool. We're moving at like the same speed as the clouds. No, I'm not sure. I'm going to open up Steam on my. Never normally have this issue, so I'm not entirely sure why. It's being itch and horrible. Like, it should not do this. Like, select an airport, but then go out again. Might fix it or something. I'm not sure why it's doing this, because it makes like no sense. Doesn't it? It's just all the textures I haven't loaded. That's the issue with some of these players. I need to get a new computer because my computer's like becoming a cabbage. Airport, but you can't actually see it. Okay, right, let's go to weather and quickly reset it. So I hate flying with these planes, especially when you're streaming, because it's using up your. It's like well, it's recording your screen, isn't it? So, and now it's frozen. Flight Simulator is not responding. Really? Jesus, this is a disaster of the stream. Right. Flight Sim has crashed. Well, I don't think I'm going to carry on because this is just absolutely ridiculous. I will fix it, and I will do another stream, and it'll be running well because I need to find out some drag my hard drive because I've just installed a load of stuff, which probably means it's not running at its best. I've got a really cool background though. And this is what I was using to provide all the cool weather and stuff. So if I click on textures here, you can see it's got a really cool texture. So for example, here I'm actually going to change it slightly. There's one that says "Colour Me Beautiful." This is absolutely fantastic. This is Rex. So if I just click save on that, I've got some really cool effects. So I don't know why I need that up. So yeah, it's all very cool. So I'm just going to press install and it'll now start installing. Let me launch FSX and I'll show you some of the add-on scenery and all that beautifulness. I don't quite understand what you mean by that, Richard. Yeah, no, I'm using the lag isn't that good. So I think there's about a 1 minute delay. It's nothing major, but yeah, it's about a 1 minute delay. Oh no, I tell you what. Oh right, no, I've got it overclocked. I can tell now because I just brought up a screen, so I just keep watching the stream as if I was watching it, and I'll just find out. Hopefully, the game sounds work though. Yeah, it is about a 1 minute delay, so it's not too bad. To be fair, could be worse. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean now. So, I mean, it could be worse. It could be like 10 minutes, which it isn't. And if it was on my normal internet, I just would not be able to stream because my download and upload on my normal internet is just absolutely abysmal. So I have to just do a stream from like either starting at 12 at night, or I have to finish it by about that's when my phone internet sort of has like a weird limit thing. I can use it as much as I like, and but as long as I'm not using it from 3:30 p.m. to 12. Otherwise, I can use it as much as I like, which is pretty cool, I guess. Tell you what, while we're waiting for this to load, in fact, no, we won't. Yes, we will. So we'll wait for this load. I'm just going to release a video. So I'll put the link into the chat. It's actually a video I made yesterday. So it's a flight simulator movie. There we go. It's 5 minutes and 50. It's actually quite fun. I think it looks okay. I did have it scheduled to go at 7:30 to go on, so yeah, I just put it on public. EasyDock's now loaded up, means it's like the laggiest bitch of the whole wide world. EasyDock is a camera, and for whatever reason, it makes you lag like crazy. Hopefully, I can actually put links and stuff in chat, and it doesn't like ban me or something from doing it. Wow. Wow. I can't put links in. There you go. Just take a look at that then, as I can't put a link in. I can put it in the description, apparently. Oh, yeah, I'll put it in the description as well. So if I put what? F S X. I'll put it in the description as well. I guess it was going to be like exactly a 1 hour long video. I'm gonna put it. Faster. Oh, Google has decided to die. Yeah. Oh, hang on, it shouldn't have. Oh no, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong, but if sex is taking ages to load, what means? Of course. That is why it's not loading, because I'm doing wow. Let's just open up Task Manager and kill it. God, my computer's being so slow. Why? Well, if FSX has decided to load, we are actually going to close it now, so let Rex do its thing and install its textures. Well, I guess thanks for watching, guys. Disaster. I do apologise. Next time I'm going to use default aircraft and it will work very well, I'm sure. I've got a load of FSX videos though coming out. They're not laggy. They are very they're very good quality, and they give you a bit more of an in-depth video than I have today. I'm pretty new to all this, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but yeah, it's now been 1 hour and 1 minute, so we're going to stop recording there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon, hopefully for possibly a stream, maybe next week. We'll have to find out. Goodbye.